We are fighting a war 30 years in the future.
Is this a joke?
Our enemy is not human. We need you to fight.
I got drafted.
I will be back.
Why is this happening? What about the teachers' deferment and the veterans' deferment?
If I don't go, they're going to draft you in my place. But if something does happen to me, you and Miri will be taken care of.
If something happens to you, Dan, 70% of draftees do not return.
Sometimes a man does what's best for his family, not himself.
This device facilitates your jump to and from the future war.
1 minute to jump.
Oh, here, buddy. Take that. You just whip it around like that.
How are you so calm?
Long story.
Are you ex-military?
Yeah. Kind of a short story, I guess.
3, 2, 1.
In 11 months' time, all human beings in the future will be wiped from the face of the earth. Unless you help us.
I was trying to save my daughter. If I gotta save the world to save her, then I'm gonna do it.
This is the end. The human species will disappear from the face of the earth. We are literally living on borrowed time.
There's still a chance that we can stop this war from ever happening. So we gotta fight.
Is it possible for anyone to travel back and forth in time? If so, is it possible to meet oneself? How?
The hypothesis is that time travel will be possible in the future, but it will not be possible for us to meet ourselves due to the creation of paradoxes.
Theories like theory of general and special relativity support the argument. According to them, it is theoretically possible to travel in time with the help of relative law of quantum physics, wherein we can travel faster than the speed of light. Traveling through time has many rules, and one of the major rules is that you cannot meet your own self. That is because if you meet your own self, you will change your past, present, and future drastically.
Time travel is the concept of moving forward or backward in time. It can also be said as moving between different points in time. This concept is used widely in the fields of entertainment and philosophy.
The definition of time depends upon the observer, and the reference of time depends upon the relative motion of the observer. One such example can be that the clock on the ground floor of the Imperial State Building will show time faster in comparison to the clock which is on the top floor of the building. This is because the gravitational force which is acting on the clock on the highest floor will make it run slightly slower.
Grandfather paradox. It is a potential logical problem that would arise if a person were to travel to a past time. The name comes from the idea that if a person travels to a time before the grandfather had children and kills him, it would make their own birth impossible.
Newcomb's paradox law talks about the free will of humans. If the time travelers are aware what exactly will happen or what events will take place in the future, then it actually depends upon the human's free will.
What are the socio-political effects of the time travel on the world? If time travel were to be possible, the world economy would be devastated. Countries would stock up their future resources and protect their antiquities. Risks would cease to exist and the stock market would become defunct. Countries and religious conservators will know the opposition beforehand and will eliminate their threats in the past.
There are a lot of scientific theories which support and not support the possibility of time travel. Einstein's theory of general relativity and the theory of special relativity both support the time travel to the future, but the past seems to be impossible.